The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Wizards and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup between the Orlando Wizards taking on the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter?
Test for the Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Oh, what a move. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell.
Still first down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Wizards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent all through a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Right back to Hubbard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Taken in at the 22. Powerful running. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through the middle of the field and all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
On the set.
And 10 at the 49-yard line.
Young. Incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Young now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Wizards.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Blue check. Black swap. Smith red.
They go play action. Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
Right.
And it's 2nd down.
Set.
Young will set to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off play action, Tannehill out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josie Jewell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have this. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter. Here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 40-yard line.
Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Young loses it. Well, it looks like one of the deep. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Orlando takes back over on offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 12 yards there and a first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now it's Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Gibbs straight ahead, shedding the tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Wizards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Young off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On the return is Peterson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay. And we're back now in Charlotte. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
Ready, go.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Ready? Check, Bobcat.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down goal at the 9-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Wizards have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man is Mingo, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards.
Throwing, Dalton.
2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Under pressure, and down he goes. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dobbins trying the left side. Fighting his way through contact. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Here we go.
17 yards. First down, Orlando.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A handoff running left is Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.